Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Worst card slap ever. Worst card slap ever. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Ready? Oh, well, okay, I threw it. I can't try more than twice. Okay. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex here. I've got the other card right there. There we go. Oh, I can try again. I forgot I've got two of these. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ah, that was a great one, but it didn't line up. Okay, well. Anyways, not sure what this is, not sure who sent it, but we're going to find out. So whatever it is, I'll have it linked right down below in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Okay. Oh, we got two layers here. Oh, okay, it's a Sencut. I see. Sometimes these knives come in groups of like 8, and sometimes they come one at a time. So this will definitely be available, whatever it is. Glidestrike, OD green coarse G10 handle, black 9CR 18 MOV blade. Okay. Still have to break the seal here to get into it. Authentic, brand new, unopened box. Alrighty. Glidestrike. On the larger side, for sure. Oh, you know what? I kind of like this on the larger side because a lot of their knives are like literally exactly the same size. Yeah, okay. So, not reinventing the wheel, but this is a good profile, and I love the choke-up position. Actually, yeah, that's pretty fantastic. This is in exactly the right spot. It's kind of, it's like a alternate universe Spider Ghost Shaman. We have the liner lock it's a liner lock, right? You got good access to it. It's got a little bit of teeth there, kind of pinchy, but it's just fine. Then we have, what should we call this? Blade shape police? Should we call it clip point, or are you going to arrest me? Yeah, this is in a really nice spot. The ergonomics are pretty good. The only thing I notice is, of course, this terrible pocket clip. It's not terrible. I just, I complain about it over and over again because I don't like it. It's got too much of a bill, and you can always feel it. But because this knife is on the larger side, and because there is a choke up point when you're choking up, which is, I think a lot of times that might be how a lot of people hold it. It's how I feel like I hold knives in a choked up position more often than standard hammer grip, choked back. When you're choked up, you don't feel the clip nearly as much. So the other nice thing about this is that it is almost certainly ridiculously inexpensive considering the build. Key indicators, number 1, it's a Sencut, but number 2, flat G10 scales with lipped liners, 9CR 18 MOV, which is not a bad blade steel at all. It's just a good indicator that the knife is probably not very expensive. So my guess is this is probably right around the $42 mark. That's kind of where Sencut likes to be. Let's test out the factory edge here. Doesn't prove much cutting paper, but I can give you an example. Oh yes, quite slicey, quite ready. Quite ready to bite for sure. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so yeah, I like everything about this, and I like that Sencut is doing, something a little bit different, at least in terms of the overall size. This is also, no, okay, I'm sure that you can front flip it. It's just really not set up for that. It looks like it is, but I mean, it doesn't really need to, doesn't need to be. That's the size of this is just perfect for a standard thumb flick, a regular, non-fancy wheel out, or the reverse flick, right? Or the super fancy ninja drop, right? Whatever your Spidey drop, or whatever you want to call that. This is pretty cool. This is called the Glidestrike. Okay, set up for left or right-handed carry. Very nice. They call this coarse G10, but honestly, this is just about a perfect texture. It's not too, I'm not going to say it's too angry or aggressive. It's just enough. You can see here, that's about the right amount of traction for a knife that I would absolutely take out and use. I also like the blade geometry. Doesn't start off super duper thick. probably about 115 thousandths or so. Very thin at the cutting edge, nice tip. How about some size comparisons? Yes, I think we will. How about, sure, the Microtech Ultratech, because it's laying right here. Other knives that are similarly sized. How about the large Pyrite? That one's a little bigger. Maybe, do I have the Rat 2? Yeah. I think this is probably about an 8.5 inch knife. It's probably almost exactly the same length as the Rat 2. Let's get a good measurement here. Overall length of the Glidestrike coming in at, no, 8.75. That is definitely one of the largest Sencuts that I've ever seen. Blade length, you could call that 4 inches. I'm going to say it's about 3.85. 4 inches at the bottom though. And then your cutting edge is all of 3.5 inches with that big forward twirl there. That's really cool. How about up against the Spyderco PM2, Benchmade Griptilian, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue. Alrighty. I don't know that there's really, I mean, should we put it up against the Bug Out? I feel like it's just always a good one. There's so many people who own the Bug Out. Yeah, so, you know, Sencut still obviously staying well within the parameters of, like, you know, the comfort zone for their designs. A lot of their knives are very, very similar and just are only slightly different in terms of blade shape, right? But that's because these are utilitarian folders. These are designed to be, you know, taken out and used. And so they have a lot of the same handle shapes, and their blade shapes, you know, tend to be, you know, one of like 3 different things usually, not always. But they work, right? Ergonomically and in terms of manipulation. It's just a good pocket knife. If you are new, you're somebody who's looking for a good, you know, just one good pocket knife, or maybe you're interested in getting into the world of knives and you want to start in the right place. Sencut is a great place to start. There's a number of different companies out there that are great, but Sencut, which is, for people who don't know, that's the same thing as WE Knives and Civivi Knives. WE makes a lot of the premium stuff. Civivi makes anywhere from budget to kind of semi-premium. It just depends on which ones you're getting. And then Sencut is almost exclusively budget stuff, but they make very, very nice stuff. And this Glidestrike is actually a great example of that. I'm hoping that they keep this a reasonable price. I'll be mad. I won't be mad. It'd be a silly thing to be mad about. I would be disgruntled to find out that this was over 50 bucks, but it should be, I would say, under 45. It'll be linked down in the description, and obviously by the time you guys are watching this, I will know that too. But in this exact moment while I'm recording it, I haven't actually looked at the price yet. But yeah, this would be a great one, especially if you are, you know, somebody who prefers, you know, a knife that's a little bit larger, or maybe if you just have larger hands and everything that's being made is smaller, right? That is definitely, that's definitely a thing. There are people out there who, if your hands are like mine, if you wear an XL glove, your hand's not that big. That's fairly normal, right? But if you're somebody who's walking around with 2XL or 3XL hands, the knife world can be really frustrating, especially if you're on a budget. There's really just not a lot of stuff that's made for people who have enormous hands. A lot of stuff is just a lot smaller. This is going to be great, especially for people who have larger hands, because of the enormous open ergonomic profile. This will be very, very easy to hang on to for sure. So, Glidestrike. You guys will get a full comprehensive review. This is not a review. This would be a terrible review. If you don't know, this is not a review, just an unboxing and first impressions, but you will get a full comprehensive review of this knife a few weeks down the road from now. Please make sure to follow, I need to find that other card. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.